Chad, I think I've delayed long enough. I think I have. I don't think I can delay the start of this for tonight any longer. It's time to find out how Nashville will break our hearts. Yet again, we are beyond the deadline. We are in first place in our division. It's an interesting spot that we find ourselves in. Again, at the trade deadline, there were some other deals. We haven't been paying too much attention to what's going on elsewhere. But there was the Juho Markkanen, Jakob Lauko debacle. But beyond that, the big deal that we were involved in, a couple of big deals, 2 second-round picks for Mackenzie Weegar and Denton Mateychuk, as we reworked our second pair, technically, because we got a first-round pick for Oleg Safronov, which is a shame. I liked Oleg, but, man, you can't turn down a first-round pick for a player like that. So our defense has been reworked, and I'd like to think that maybe, just maybe, this could be an interesting season for us. Logan Cooley is our featured player. He needs to hit 70 points on the season to accomplish our goal. He is just under a point per game with 59 in 60. Fingers crossed he can keep up at that particular pace. And then again, our defense is Sandin, York, Mateychuk and Weegar, Nurse, and Oliver Bonk. Bonk is just such a fun name. And of course, Vasilevsky is a veteran's here. Alex Thorne is here. We'll see what happens with our goaltending. It's goaltending by committee at this stage. But let's do it. Let's wrap up this regular season. He's still a top 6 defenseman. If he was a depth defenseman, I'd claim him, but I'd have to play him. So I know he makes $7 million, but it's only for the year. So we're not going to be able to claim Noah Hannafin. We shut out the Los Angeles Kings. Shootout loss to Anaheim. It's not too bad. Blake Bennett's back in Milwaukee. Lost to New Jersey. We do get a win there. I'll allow it. I'll allow it. Keep Vassy in. We lose to Pittsburgh. I'm going to make the switch. I'm going to make the switch. Let's get Thorne back in there. I can't say I have a go-to goalie for the playoffs. It probably is Vassy based on reputation. It's a win over Washington, and Denton Mateychuk gets hurt. It's not for an extremely long time, but that's still a scary thought. Nick Hague subs in, and we'll do the swap there. How's Mackenzie Weegar been as a member of this? Okay, so Weegar Mateychuk has not been going well. Good to know. Victory over Carolina. Lost to St. Louis. What about Winnipeg? Oof, jeez, 11 goals in the last 2 games. Not great. Great. We'll get Vassy back in there. Mateychuk is almost healthy. San Jose. Mateychuk's ready to go. And here is the typical end-of-season collapse for your Nashville Predators. Tale as old as time. Tale as old as time. Jackson Like is at backup status. Interesting. They'll be ready to go for next season. Vegas. There's another loss. We got 4 wins in our last 10. We are in first place in our division with 10 games to go. It is not a guarantee that we'll win this division. It is almost a certainty that we'll make the playoffs again, though. We'd really have to choke. But we're in a good spot. And, of course, who knows, it might set up a date with the Colorado Avalanche because, of course, Sandin is insane, but what about Logan Cooley? Yes. Logan Cooley has accomplished the goal. For those that bet on do we accomplish it, the 56% of points on yes. Congratulations, winners are you. Now, the reward is listed as gain an X Factor. which I would imagine would be for Cooley, given that the punishment was very Cooley-centric. So that is our first big thing of the night, is Logan Cooley gets an additional X Factor and might indeed end up being our first line center for the future. He might indeed. We got to do pick a number. So for the moment, we got to take these away. And it's pick a number between 1 and 42. Number 32. Why do I feel like we get 32 all the time? It's 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32. Skilled up again. God. It's the most useless ability in the game because the AI don't know how to do it. Fuck. All right. Well, Logan, you got skilled up, but at least we avoid the punishment of having to absolutely overpay to keep you. So, got my wisdom teeth out today. Hurts like hell. Unfortunately, it's a coin flip as to how much it hurts. For me, it hurt. For my best friend, he was playing pickup basketball the next day. So, some people have all the luck. Would have been funny as hell if he already had it. I mean, that I just would have re-rolled a different one. So we lose to Minnesota. What about Winnipeg? Thank God we finally remembered how to win a game. And we lose to Seattle. We are losing way too many games. Way too many games down the stretch. Not a fan. Please don't choke away a division title. There we go. We shut out Ottawa. Beat Anaheim. We are playoff bound yet again, which is beautiful. And with that, we have won the division. How do you like that? Almost ran straight into a mother bear and her cub on the trail today. I almost ran into a cat today. So, yeah. Got you top there, don't I? We are playoff bound. We are the winners of the Central Division. Unfortunately, a little bit worried about our form heading into the playoffs, but that is it. Every team, 82 games played. A 50-win season for the Preds for the very first time. And with that, it'll be us and the Anaheim Ducks in round number 1 again. Calgary will play Vancouver. Edmonton will play Minnesota. Dallas will play Colorado, a rematch of last year's conference final. But it is us and Anaheim yet again. Let's go look at our boys here. Let's look at our boys. I should do it from this screen. It's perfectly fine. So in terms of the forwards, Logan Cooley led the way. 84 points in 82 games. First time we've ever had a point per game player, which is amazing. Laine with 73 points on the season. Patrick, what's up? I am doing pretty well. 33 goals for Laine. 40 goals for Demore with 71 points. 67 for Svetch. 63 with 36 goals for Toni Korhonen. Has 66 goals in his first 2 seasons. Not too bad at all. And LJ Mooney finally turned into the legitimate second-line center we thought he could be with 62 points. The depth was down a little bit. I mean, Koski, Ranta, Ness, Lindholm, all with at least 30 points. That's not bad. Florian Jacki had 30 points. Fetov with 26, and Sanchez with 17. Of course, Gary Terrence got to play a decent amount as well. Defensively, I mean, this is what this season was all about. Cam York and Rasmus Sandin, and they absolutely dominated. 2 95-point defensemen on the same team. Has that ever happened? Darnell Nurse had 43 points, so he was still great. Bonk with 18 and a plus 17. How did Matejchuk do? Not great. So the idea of improving our defense, not really. But we did get a first-round pick for... I want to say Safronov, even though I don't think that was right. No, it was Oleg Safronov. So, on paper, the defense is stronger, but in execution, they've been kind of mid. So I wish I could have them as the third pair, but Matejchuk is a second pair defenseman. In goal, we won in spite of our goaltending, is the only way to put it, because it was not great this season. I can't really say I have a ton of faith in terms of what they might be capable of this year. Let's just hope they can really step up in a big time way. Connor Bedard continues to run the league. He scored 77 goals. McDavid on 107 points. Matthews, and of course, Bedard's line mate, Rudy Schrader, is up there over 100 points as well. Some dude named Boris Kolesnik, second overall pick in 2025. Fair enough. And there's Cooley. And, yep, you notice former players of ours aren't exactly way up on the high end of the list. Surprise, surprise. And by that, I mean it's not a surprise at all. Top goal scorer we know was Bedard. Let's take a look at his career point totals. He is already over 1,000 points in his career by age 26, which is hilarious. His lowest point total ever was his rookie season. And then immediately after that, he just took off. That is just gross. Jesus. Matthews up there in goals. Alex Spooner, Nick Ehlers, David Pastrnak, and Michael Balej, all with at least 50 goals. Defensively, that might be the highest point total I've ever seen for a defenseman. York and Sandin, absolutely phenomenal. And then 120 points with 32 goals for Evan Bouchard. Whatever reason, man, franchise mode this year, he is just absolutely insane. It's the only way to put it. Just absolutely insane. But, I mean, you got to figure, with Edmonton, he still has some phenomenal talents that he's working with. Aaron Ekblad ended up in Vegas and not doing too bad. Goalie-wise, the winningest, Stuart Skinner and Joel Blomqvist, each with 45. 42 points for Dustin Wolf. Shutout leader with 9 is Dustin Wolf. And save percentage-wise, Peter Kachekov. Save percentages are still wonky. It's also showing Taratukin down here because the game's weird. But anything over like a 915 was elite. It's just a really weird league at this point. As Rookie of the Year, if I had to guess, it's a really good shot of being Maxime Bourdon. Because of the plus-minus. Again, the AI, in terms of award winners, does not like good plus-minus. Of course, Lindros was the #1 overall pick franchise player for Detroit. 34 goals as a rookie. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. But we are playoff bound. You'll love to see it. And we know it's a rematch with the Anaheim Ducks. And I don't think we'll be so lucky with them being severely hindered by injuries this time. I don't think we'll be so lucky. Lindholm could be dropped to the 4th line, but I don't see me breaking up that 4th line. I think the line stayed the same, but I missed the season goal. It was still based around Logan Cooley, and he succeeded. I don't think we're going to change anything right now. It's just, can Andrei Vasilevsky, at age 37, apparently Florian Jacki is on the power play. I'm going to go best lines again really quickly just to see what it changes. But yeah, the big question is, can Andrei Vasilevsky return to his prior form and be the player he once was to help lead us to victory here? That is the million-dollar question. So I will roll with the power play, whatever the game feels like it should be. I'm good with that for now because we have plenty of talents. And if we go best lines in the AHL, it's not overly pretty, but there we go. That's the way around it. Will I ever stream anything Pokemon again? I mean, I'm sure I will. Again, it's just unfortunately the last game that they put out was absolute trash garbage at launch. So I didn't plan on playing that as little as I did, but that's just what happened. But that game to me was absolute crap. And from a performance standpoint, the texture pop in, the frame rate issues, I mean, it might be fixed by now, but yeah, it was people sit there and clown on NHL for being in a bad technical state at times. Holy hell. You'd think the most popular franchise in the world would have been a little bit stronger. It's not fixed by now. Cool. So the answer is no. At least nothing modern Pokemon-wise. Maybe we'll go back and do like a freaking Pokemon Fire Red Nuzlocke or some shit. But yeah, no, if that game's not any better, I have no interest in playing it with such a poor frame rate. That said, everybody, the predictions live. We're going to do this. We are going to do this. It is us and Anaheim head-to-head yet again. This is their team, and it's a little bit scary. We will see Mario Lalonde this time out. He was injured last year. That's a pretty strong team on paper. Defensively, Drysdale is healthy, Robertson's healthy, and Mills drops a press box suspension. Thanks, Mills. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Nice little 5-game suspension for somebody. That's fun. That's fun. Dustin Wolf still their goalie. So basically, very similar to the team that we beat last year, except they're actually at full strength. And, of course, we will not be. We will not be. As we draw the number 12, so thank God it ends up being Ricardo Sanchez that gets bumped. And again, we elected to just allow Carey Terrence to slot into the lineup and be our designated depth player for the year, so we don't have to call people up all the time. So Carey Terrence will be in. There will be no Rick Sanchez for the first 5 games of this postseason. Let's see if the luck continues. I'm a little bit nervous, you know. We stopped last night. Maybe the momentum has died down. Let's take a look. 95, 84, 81. The ratings compared to Anaheim's 91, 78, and 86. We need to take advantage of their, on paper, inferior defense. Gotta step up. Gotta make something happen. Game number 1. As good a chance as we've ever had of maybe actually doing something. Let's see. First period. Yep. Zegras, Drysdale, and Lalonde. Nick Ness gets his first playoff goal on the power play, but we are down by 2. Second period. Maybe, and I've been wrong before, maybe we should have paid Sebastian Casa. Greentree, Zegras, Marchenko, and Kaiser. Lindholm gets the lone goal for us. We are down by 5 heading into the third period. We're going to have a decision to make in terms of what we're doing in goal. Looks like 7-2 may end up being the final score, and indeed, it is. That was an ass kicking, as Andy brings on a 1-game suspension for somebody. Let's hope it's Andrei Vasilevsky. Make that decision easy for me. Yeah, Vasi played the full game too. Our coach never took him out. I've ever played a full franchise and never made the finals. Probably, with how much franchise mode I've played over the years. It's my first time watching live. Usually watch on YouTube. Well, welcome in. And hey, now you get the big spoilers in advance. We haven't even started uploading this to YouTube yet as we are going through it. I just have to count that last game as a who the hell cares, right? I think I have to. That was brutal. That was brutal. Milwaukee made the playoffs, by the way. They're taking on the Chicago Wolves after a 50-win season. Okay, well, someone's getting suspended for a game. And it's Francois D'Amour. Francois will be out for the game. Not great. Our top line left wing out for the game. This franchise is over. It is still currently being uploaded, but yeah, I am done with it. There are still episodes to come. Georges Latendresse is the oldest of the bunch. Could go with Blake Bennett, I guess. Come on in, Blake. Let's get you your first ever NHL game. It'll be in the playoffs. Not that I'm going to mess up the AHL lines, but D'Amour will be out for the 1 game. Blake Bennett will be in. We've won in spite of his poor goaltending all season long. Alex Thorne is the guy. Let's go game 2. Can't get much worse than what the hell we just saw there, right? So, first period, 2-0 lead for the Preds. Nick Ness and Bennett. First ever NHL game. Well done, AJ. Well done. I'll have to potentially add that. Blake Bennett in his first NHL game gets a playoff goal. We're up 2-0. Second period, we're up 3-0. Korhonen. I refuse to be optimistic. I refuse. Yep, there it is. Dwyer. I refuse to be optimistic. Come on. Come on. Hold. Hold. And we are going to tie this series up at 1 win apiece. So advantage, advantage to Anaheim. They took a game on the road to start the series. But yeah, a 36 save shutout is pretty ridiculous. And again, Bennett with a phenomenal. Actually, not a shutout. Why? He had a shutout, but we didn't have a shut. Did he get hurt? Vasi had a shot again. What? Vasilevsky did not play a second of the game. Not a second. Yet somehow gave up a goal. He was never on the ice. Could have pulled the goalie for an upcoming power play goal and own goal. But why would it go against Vasilevsky if he was never on the ice? This is why I like this game. It's almost August, and you still see something new all the time. All the time, you still see something new. You just never know. Bennett, that was a really impressive performance. Svitov hasn't done much. I'd need a right wing to keep Bennett in the lineup. I would need a right wing. We could send down Svitov, Terrence. Sanchez can't come back for 3 more games. So we'd have to bump up Noah Turner. So Turner would be in on the right. Have Bennett sit for Demore, who's back in. Jack-Eye out for Bennett. In fairness, I'll just have to go best lines again. That'll be the easiest way. And again, Sanchez has to be out for Turner. So yeah, Bennett with an impressive enough performance that he stays in the lineup. Can't disagree with that. But yeah, obviously Thorn's going to be back in goal because Vasilevsky didn't exactly impress in his last game. So again, still 3 suspensions, 3-game suspension left for Rick Sanchez. We go to game 3 in Anaheim. This series is a total toss-up at this point. But let's see what happens. First period, yep, Jesus. We're going to be sunk by poor goaltending. Greentree, McKenna, Neiman. Outshot 14-4, outscored 3-0. Cool. Second period, now 4-1. Koski-Ranta got one back. Liljegren restores the 3-goal lead. We are getting absolutely decimated. In game 2, Marchenko makes it 5-1. Lalonde 6-1. As our coach absolutely loves to just leave our goalies out, hung out to dry. Cooley gets one back. And after a 7-goal against loss in game 1, we give up 6 in game number 3. Not good. Not good. Not good. We're in a weird spot. We can't lose this game or we are in gigantic trouble. I don't know if I can trust Thorn. Maybe it's time for Jackson. Like, Thorn gets one more chance, but yeah, if he... Okay. Let's take a look at some things here, because this is a really weird predicament to be in. Sandin and York have not worked together in this series, nor have Nurse and Bonk. So we are going to have to spread the wealth a little bit. Nurse and Bonk have been abysmal. We'll put Nurse with Uyghur. Matejchuk with York and Sandin with Bonk. I mean, again, you could argue, is it the defense? Whose fault is it? But it is what it is. So, I mean, Bennett has the 1 goal in 2 games now. How has Turner done? Wasn't overly impressive in his last game. You take Florian Jack-Eye out. Perhaps. Yeah. I think we're going to take Florian Jack-Eye out. Let's bring up Carey Terrence. He deserves another opportunity. And that'll be a mix-up for the fourth line. Koski hasn't been great. Lindholm hasn't been great. Ness has the goals. Could go Lindholm on the fourth line. Terrence on the third. We're going to swap Line and Svechnikov just to get something going. It's pretty much all we can do. It's a really weird spot to be in right now, being down 2-1. And somehow a fourth liner being out of the lineup is appearing to be causing drastic issues with the team. Which isn't great. Which is not great. Game number 4, we have to win this. We have to win this. First period, 3-2. High scoring game. Fassy's in because I went best lines. That might be a mistake I don't recover from. Mooney with a goal, 2 for Korhonen, Dwyer, and Zegras for the Ducks. Second period, oh my god, Vassy, please. Jamie Drysdale ties it at 3. Vasilevsky being in the game doesn't look all that helpful to us. The problem is we're still giving up a ton of shots. If there's going to be a winner, it's going to be late. And potentially in overtime. And I want to see it. What other Preds jerseys do we have here? What ones do we got? The old Smashville. Shout out to Bryce for the follow. Ooh, the 1920 Winter Classic. Beautiful. Have we won an overtime in this franchise? Yes. Callum Ritchie. Richard Head. You handsome devil. You ruin my life every day of the week. Every day of the week. There we go. That's the one. What alternate do we want to put the Ducks in? And put them in the orange. All right. If we lose this game, we are down 3-1 in the series, and that might as well be it. I could think of about 7 different ways to pronounce that name, by the way. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Tell me the correct way to say your name. Rasmus. Rasmus and Uyghur together. Carey Terrence? No. Saved by Wolf. Good to see him get a shot. I'm a little bit afraid that Terrence was out there, but what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Again, Anaheim has a 2-1 series lead. We won our division. Really don't want to be this bad of a spot. Oh, Rich, you're such a goofball. Logan Cooley loses it. Wasn't very cool, calm, and collected there, was he? Drysdale for Zegras. They're having a little bit of trouble on the breakout. They look like we normally do. Zegras hit the Michigan. What a save by Vassy. Cooley for York. Oh my god, we have no possession game right now. Cooley to York. Final few seconds of regulation. Cooley ran away. Perreault in front. Saved by Vassy at the buzzer, essentially. We're going to overtime in game 4. Okay. All right. Overtime it is. I don't think we've won in an overtime since Callum Ritchie. Like 3 seasons ago? Maybe 4? DKH, what's going on? I'll let you know at the end of this game how screwed we are, because it's a lot hinges on this. Still in possession, good hit there. Captain York. Good poke check by Vassy. York for Line A. Patrik Laine making moves, doubles up, rebound, scores! 19 seconds in! And the Preds take game 4. Fucking double dutching Patrik Laine. Fucking double deke for no reason. And D'Amour on the rebound. This is why we hockey. Job by D'Amour to beat Matthew Robertson to that rebound. And we have tied this series up at 2 apiece. 19 seconds into overtime. Whew. The double move from Laine just completely froze Drysdale. He didn't know what the hell was going on. And here we are. Now look at Laine here. One move. The double move. Big rebound. And D'Amour scoops right into the back of the net. Care to remind us how we got D'Amour in a 6th overall pick? We traded one Brady Tkachuk, who had 1 goal all of last playoffs. And D'Amour already has more than that. You'll love to see it. We are tied at 2 games apiece. I don't know what goalie starts the next game. Like, did we dare start Vasilevsky, or do we think we got lucky? Did we go back to Thorne? I'm going to go with Vasi. I might regret it, but we're going to go with Vasi for game 5. Edmonton has already advanced. And for the record, the winner of this play is the winner of Dallas and Colorado. We could call up but there is no guarantees he'd do better. So, desperate times, desperate measures. Game number 5, back in Nashville. First period, 2-0 Preds, Koski Ranta, and D'Amour. 16 shots to 5. Whew. Beautiful. Second period, 3-0 Darnell Nurse. Can we do it? Can we do it? A long way to go. Never ever believe a game's over until it's actually over. Elias Lindholm, 4-0. Against former Calgary Flames teammate Dustin Wolf. And the Nashville Predators have a 3-2 series lead. A 20-save shutout for Andrei Vasilevsky, who has had one of the most bizarre playoff series already. And it's not over yet. Dallas up 3-2 on Colorado. And that does welcome in, returning from suspension, should we choose, would be Rick Sanchez. But I'm not sure. That second line has not been clicking. That third line, excuse me. The second line wasn't really clicking either. Yeah, Carey's got to be out. Koski Ranta could be down. Lindholm's been okay. Ness has to be on the third line. Not that I want to send down Blake Bennett, but Sanchez back in. Turner's going to go down. Bennett's going to go down with Jack-Eye back in. And Terrence is going to go down with Svitov back in. Don't know what the Milwaukee series is right now. But we need to get what was a Consistently dominant fourth line. Back in action. Rick Sanchez, welcome back to the lineup. And that stacks up the AHL that much more for Milwaukee. I do have to check what their series is at. They have advanced 5 games over the Chicago Wolves. Can the big club do the same? Can we end this series right now in 6? Can we do it? First period, 1-1. Cam York on the power play. Bobby Brink on the power play. Second period. Oof. Okay, Balej and Greentree. Nick Ness for us. Are we going to 7 or can we end this series in 6 in Anaheim? Lindholm. And Ness, it's 4-3. 2 quick goals, 5 seconds apart. It's not even really possible. Oh my God, Svechnikov. There's a goal from Neiman. That's why I wasn't getting my hopes up too high yet. This one's not over. It's not over, but it is getting close. A 1-goal lead. A chance to end the series. We'll put them back in orange. Can we do it? We've won in overtime on the road once. I hope we don't even have to go there. That would be great to just see this end. It's over 90 seconds to go. Can we hold on? Second year in a row, we're playing the Ducks in round 1. Here's Drysdale, finds Gavin McKenna. Shot saved by Vasi. Double team down low, McKenna to the point. Robertson, shot scores! Trevor Zegras deflects it. We're tied at 5. All right. Said the dreaded overtime words, and now here we are. Jacob Perreault from McKenna. Good save from Vasilevsky. Zegras to Drysdale. Robertson back, and again, finally taken away. Line up the wall. Cooley nowhere to go. Perreault takes it away. Anaheim right back in on the attack. Good check by Matejchuk. And Zegras is offside.
Svechnikov's point streak has been a thing to behold. You start to get superstitious on a run. You do everything the same, you wear the same suit all the time.
Team going pretty aggressive here. Bonk. Get rid of it. Thank you. Sandin to Mooney. Bonk. Lines Korhonen. Can't hold it. Not good. Jonathan Berggren, the former Red Wing, in front. Good save. Loose puck. We took a penalty. I might regret jumping in to watch the end of this for a very long time. Oliver Bonk to the box. Hit the penalty button. All right. Well, this is not the situation we wanted to find ourselves in. York has it. Florian Xhekaj sends it down. We got to play for overtime at this point. What a disastrous minute and a half. Pierre to Brink. They're really struggling on the breakout. Forsling, the former Pred. Brink. Forehand, Drysdale in front, intercepted and cleared by Koski Ranta. The Ducks force overtime in Game 6 with their season on the line. Trevor Zegras ties the game in what has been a very close game for most numbers. Is Oliver Radek Bonk's son? Yes.
Overtime should give us an answer, and they're ready to draw
Not liking starting on the kill here. Intercepted by Balej. Contact. Job by York. Gets it out of the zone. That's a captain material right there. Gavin McKenna. Taken away. That was a good poke check, but fresh legs, boys. Fresh legs. Bassi, I'm going to need you to really step up here, buddy. Gonna need you to step up. Jack-Eye, gonna need you to win this draw. Thank you. Uyghur clears. Well done. Still a minute and 10 seconds left on the kill. McKenna, a lot of speed and space. Couldn't find Zegras. Uyghur clears. Need to kill this off. We need to kill this off. Space, centering feed. Drysdale tried to go in front. Loose puck. Zegras backhand denied. Second chance. McKenna nowhere to go. Forsling to Drysdale. McKenna saved by Vasilevsky. And a good clear off the glass. 25 seconds left. McKenna can't get the shot through. York can't clear. Jack-Eye does. We do not want a game 7 back at home. We want to end the series right now. Balej looking, can't shoot it. York foot race, has it, clears. And we survive. We survive, we survive. Someone's wearing 59. Roman Josi spitting in his grave. He's not even dead. Sandin. Head of steam for Rasmus Sandin. Logan Cooley wins it back. Cooley tried to shoot it through 3 people, then tried to pass it through 3 people. Good forechecking pressure at least. Moore couldn't hold it. Had really no offensive presence whatsoever. No more to Cooley. Cooley to Bonk. Line A. Save by Wolf. Oh my God. That is Patrick Line, point blank. Hendrix Lapierre can't get the shot off. Gets the puck back. Berggren blocked by Sandin. Turns it over. Lapierre intercepted by Bonk. Give him a mullet just like his dad. Bonk. Shot. Missed just wide. Got some chances there. Lapierre to Marchenko. Bumped. One-timer. Save Vasilevsky. Lapierre. Another save for Andre Vasilevsky. Both goalies coming up big. Sergachev, thank you for the recap of the season there, so I didn't have to say it again. Korhonen, Mooney, Svechnikov on for us. And we get the puck. Korhonen. Might he be our top line left wing next season? Svechnikov for LJ Mooney. Bumped off the puck. Fighting for it. LJ Mooney. On the back. Svech hit him with the Michigan. Which, yeah, I knew how to do it. Korhonen, not great. Not great. Line change in there. Dwyer for the Ducks. Drops back to Zellweger. Save. Uyghur. Dumps it in. Liljegren. It's Brink, now Green Tree. He gets hit. Lindholm for York. Captain Cam. Looking for space. Finds his man. Saved by Wolf. Oh, Koski Ranta choked. He had all the space in the world on the backhand. Green Tree shot high and wide. Even to Dwyer. Taken away by York. Koski Ranta, man, if he went back and he had it. York tries the move. Can't pull it off. Forsling held up. Wyatt Kaiser Finds Green Tree. Rocking Cam Fowler's old number. Elias, nowhere to go. We're trying to end this series. We were up 5-4 when we jumped in. Vasi going to be forced to cover as it's poked away from Matejchuk. Can we beat the Ducks in the first round for the second year in a row? It would set up a second round matchup with Dallas for the second year in a row, or with our old friends, the Colorado Avalanche. Ledge, that one poked away. I love how active Vasi is at the poke checks. Lalonde in front. Huge pick off by Weegar. He'll dump it in. Ledge back to Kaiser. Might not even be Wyatt Kaiser with how much he's jumping up into the play. Kaiser on the back for Lalonde. Finds Drysdale. Saved by Vasi. Gives up another rebound. Here's Sanchez. Nowhere to go. Neiman. Nematodes. He got decked. Svitov for Sanchez. Couldn't hold it. Good hit, but it's Lalonde. Loose puck to the corner. Nurse is there. Finds Laine. Laine bumped off. Can't get it back. Battles LaPierre, who survives the hit. Marchenko held up. Good pressure by Cooley. Play. Nice poke by Laine. Finds Cooley. Logan Cooley. He's through. Saved by Wolf. Laine tried to go back to Cooley. Missed the pass. Pass across. Doesn't go. Marchenko to Berggren. York is there. Svechnikov. Svechnikov loses it. Terrible pass. Boy, smarten up. Space for Jacob Perreault. Sandin handles him easily. LJ Mooney. LJ. But why make a move there, man? Why? McKenna. Cuts back. Pass. Bonk intercepts. Svechnikov. Gibbons, what's going on? We're just not getting enough offense here. Jacob Perreault again. Perreault's still looking. They keep trying to force to the middle, but it's not there. Mooney stripped of the puck by Perreault. A lot of space. Pass back. Goes to the point. McKenna. Zellweger in front. Zegras denied by the glove of Andrei Vasilevsky. Vasi is keeping us in this. Very tired top line for them. Fresh third line for us. Zellweger's pass over doesn't go. Weegar battles McKenna. Zegras loses it. Lindholm. For Nick Ness. Self pass off the boards. Ness for Koski-Ranta. Lindholm save. Loose puck. It's in. Elias Lindholm sends the Nashville Predators to the second round for the second season in a row. As we knock out the Ducks again. Out of nowhere, the fresh third line legs paid off as their tired top line got caught. And it'll either be a rematch with Dallas or another showdown with Colorado. We blow the lead late, but we win the series in 6. He made some big saves. That was the last big save there on Zegras, now wearing the C. Not quite getting the replay that I wanted. We'll get a better look at it in a minute. But Elias Lindholm, the overtime hero, his second goal of the game. And right here, this was the difference. Off the face-off. Good stick positioning there from Mackenzie Weegar. Can't completely hold on to it. Pass back to the point to Zellweger. And right there, that contact. That was Weegar again. And we're able to get the breakout. And look who starts it. Elias Lindholm. But Mackenzie Weegar and Lindholm leading the way. Lindholm, good pass. Good job there by Ness. And right here, the self pass to get around Jacob Perreault. And right here, this was a great feed from the rookie, Nick Ness. Finds Koski Ranta. And a super quick pass to Lindholm. I think that was Drysdale that couldn't get it. Lindholm, smart enough to shoot it. High to the blocker. Up in the air. Off the knob of the stick. Off the knob of the stick. Just misses the skate of Zellweger, who can't react in time. Off the blocker. And off the knob. And we're on to the second round. You'll love to see it. Too bad it's not 2K where you could affect knob size. That was an actual slider in the 2K games. It'll be Dallas or Colorado in round 2, but that is another playoff victory. Your Nashville Predators. Andrei Svechnikov got lit up defensively, but led the way in points. Great series for Nick Ness. And overall, I'm fairly happy. Francois D'Amour was fucking terrible. Absolutely terrible. Not that anyone on the fourth line was that much better, but at the end of the day, Cam York does what Cam York does. Sandin did not have a great series either, but we survived it. There were a few games that were just stupidly high scoring, to the point where the goaltending wasn't pretty, but they got it done. The answer to the question of can we beat Anaheim is yes, but what is the answer to the question of who's next? Who will it be? Will it be Dallas or Colorado as Colorado forces Game 7? We know the Battle of Alberta will take place in round 2. Buffalo will play Toronto. Pittsburgh will play Bedard and the New York Islanders. But will it be Colorado or Dallas?